Hello, this is a video where I'm going to go over my KWA VM4 Ronin. What I will do is, for anyone who is in a bit of a rush and doesn't really have a lot of time to watch a full video, I will write out a brief description and put it in the description of the video, where I'll essentially just bullet point everything that you get, what condition it's in, etc. Speaking of condition, I know people quite often say this in listings, but the gun itself has been used in literally one game, or 1 day's worth of a game. So I went to 1 day at Outpost, which is the only time this gun has been used. Most of the accessories on it were bought after that one game with the intention of going back, and I just don't have the time to go, unfortunately. And I'm saving for a house, and I'm getting married, and it's just too much money to have invested in something that just sits on the wall as a display piece, which is what this has become for the past probably year. So it's just time to sell up, really. So I'll go over the gun now, and then I'll go over what's included. So as I say, the gun has been used in one game, and one game only, and I think the condition of the gun kind of speaks for itself, and kind of shows I'm not trying to bullshit you there. These aren't marks, by the way. My skin's just a bit dry today, so where I've just been touching it, it's just, unfortunately, with it being quite a sort of matte material, it's just kind of gripping my skin a little bit. But I'll flip it out now. Okay. I'm not the best cameraman, so please forgive me, but I'll do my best. Anyone who wants to come and see the gun in person is more than welcome to as well. Just going to show you underneath. And on the top. Cool, so that's the red dot sight. I'll go over that more in a sec. Okay, so that's sort of the exterior condition of the gun. I'm going to show you the cocking mechanism now, just so that you can see that's all working fine. So I will just have to put the camera down for a second. Okay, as you can see, all good. Now if I push the bolt release, nice and snappy. So that's that. Just to sort of give you a heads up, by the way, this gun comes with the MS-120 as standard. When it focuses, please focus, yeah. I bought some MS-120Cs or MS-30-120 mags. So there's two MS-120s, the one that came with the gun and another one. And then there's two MS-120Cs or MS-30-120, which they also seem to be called. The only difference, it's exactly the same mag, but these ones can be switched between 30 and 120, and these are fixed at 120. The reason I bring this up is because for some reason the bolt release only locks back when you cock the gun with the adjustable capacity mags. That is not a fault, that is just the way they were designed. I think these mags were primarily used for the predecessor of this gun, which would stop firing on an empty mag when you run out of BBs. And I think that system has something to do with the way that the bolt release locks back. So don't panic like I did, it's not broken, that's just the way that it is. So I'll move on to the accessories now. We've got a Vortex Crossfire red dot sight. Now if you don't know much about Vortex, they by default come with a lifetime warranty with unlimited repairs, even for accidental damage, because they really stand by their products. Unlimited, unconditional lifetime warranty, and this transfers ownership as well, so whoever buys this gun, the warranty will transfer to you guys, and I don't even think you need a receipt if memory serves. So that's quite cool. I'll show you it working last, because as soon as I do manual focus on my iPhone, it doesn't go back to autofocus, so I'll do that last. So you get a PTS Fortis shift vertical grip in black, M-Lok. Never been used. sorry, I forgot to say red dot sight's never been used. This has never been used. What's already fitted on the gun, a PTS Fortis shift short angled grip M-Lok in dark earth. Never been used in a game. As you can see, she's mint. Now, in my opinion, that's probably the coolest thing on this gun because they are impossible to buy now. I have been on the lookout for way over a year now for some M-Lok versions of these. I wanted a black one of these as well. You just physically can't buy them. There is nowhere that stocks them. You can't buy them secondhand on eBay. I've had save searches saved on eBay for God knows how long, and there's never been a single one that comes up. So they are extremely rare. And if you're a fan of, I'm not sure because I don't really play Call of Duty, but if you're a fan of the Tom Clancy, Wildlands and Breakpoint games, you'll be familiar with these because they're in those games. So extremely cool in my opinion. Something that you'll very rarely see anyone else have because they're impossible to get. So we've got the AirTech Studios battery compartment extension. That's been used once, comes with the original box. What that does is, so you've got 2 stages on the stock, like a shorter one which locks into place and a longer one. Then you take the stock battery cover off, put this one on, and then you've got room for bigger batteries, which is depending on which batteries you use. I use bigger ones and I'll go over those in a sec because they're included, so you may or may not need that. This gun is standard Dean's, that's not a mod, that's just how it came. Cool, so I bought, moving on to some of the other accessories, we've got the KWA MS120 ice mags. They do kind of look like they've been used, but I actually promise you they haven't. Because this gun has been a display piece for so long, I've been occasionally changing the mags so that, you know, I mix it up a bit. So it's not always looking the same when it's on display, so they do look a little bit marked, but I promise you there's never been a BB put inside them. So that's quite cool. And then you get, technically you get 4 black mags, 2 MS120Cs and 2 MS120s. The black ones have been used in that game that I mentioned earlier. The ice ones, as I say, they haven't. So I'll just put these back out of the way for a second. Oh, the original FPS. This gun's got adjustable FPS, and that's the tool for adjusting the FPS. So let's get these out of the way. I think my phone's actually running out of battery, which is unfortunate, so I'll have to rush a bit. You get 2 Nuprol 2000 milliamp lithium ion batteries. I wanted to get lithium ion because it's a more reliable battery that's not going to potentially just randomly catch fire in your house. So they've got the Dean's connectors. One of them has been used in that one game I was telling you about, the other one hasn't because the battery lasted me the whole day. I never had to change it. The Nuprol charger with UK plug. I think the instruction manual's under there. I don't have the box for that, but who really cares? The original bird cage. My mind's gone blank. Flash suppressor. I don't know. My mind's gone blank. But yeah, the original one from the gun is included. Some various other bits now. So the gun came with 2 M-Lok 20mm rails. They just go on here if you want. So they came with the gun, they're included. And then I also bought some dark earth stuff. So I bought a dark earth version of the Mach suppressor. One says Delta Force, so this is Special Force, but they're both the same. And some a long, 2 medium and a short dark earth M-Lok to 20mm thingies. That's not missing, by the way, it's just in here. So the idea was that I could kind of have like a switch between sort of dark earth and black. They've never been used. I don't think I've ever put that on. Obviously the black suppressor has been used in that one game. The EMG M12 speed loader, winding speed loader, which is incredible. That honestly loads your mag in like a second. It's some spare Duracell batteries for the red dot sight you'll probably never use because the battery life on it is like infinite basically. You can even have my gloves, which I got as a Christmas present and never actually used, so they are actually brand new if you want them. There's some various other bits in here, like some whatchamacallit, 45-degree angle iron sights that I had on my silverback sniper rifle that I never used. Some flat hop-up rubbers, which I think you can actually fit to this gun. I think from what I've heard, these are actually probably better than the one that comes on the gun. So they're in there if you want. Tons of PTFE tape, which I was going to use on my silverback that I never used. Some barrel cleaner cloth that I never used. Some various bits and bobs. The original KWA stickers in there as well. A cleaning cloth if you want it. So I think that's pretty much everything actually. So yeah, if you've got any questions, please just ask in the comment section. I'll answer any questions. I'll put the price and stuff in there because I haven't actually decided what I'm selling it for yet, but that'll all be in the description as well. As I say, any questions, honestly, just let me know. Oh, last thing, I'll show you the red dot sight working. So I've already turned it up to 11 on this one, which is its highest setting. Now if we try and get it to focus. Come on, phone. There we go. This is a cracking red dot sight. You'll never need to use it on 11. My phone isn't picking it up as well as the naked eye, but it's extremely bright. Okay, my phone's not ready. Oh, you can kind of see it. It's much brighter in real life. So yeah, it's got 11 or 11 brightness settings. Honestly, you'll probably never need it above 8 or 9, even in bright sunlight, and it's got 2 night vision settings as well. Yeah, obviously you've got the original, these already come fitted on the gun, the PTS flip up sights. Anything that came on the gun is as standard is included. So they're quite nice. Yeah, it's got a PTS pistol grip as well. So yeah, it's a sick gun. So yeah, I think that was everything I was going to go over. You're welcome to have my box where I kept all my bits as well if you want. Everything fits in there quite nicely actually. So that's what I was going to use to go to games. I did use it on that one game that I went to. It worked quite well actually. So yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but obviously you get the original box. All the polystyrene and stuff is still in there as well. So yeah, I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. As I say, I'll put a briefer description in the I'll type one up, some bullet points and stuff, so that you can kind of have a quick reference point. But I think that's everything. So yeah, cool, thanks. Give us a shout if you're interested. Bye.